You're staring at your bank account right now, not because you're excited, because you're confused. You made money this month. Good money, actually. But somehow, it's already almost gone, and you're not even sure where it went. If you've ever felt like you're working hard, earning decent income, but still can't seem to get ahead, yeah, this one's for you. My name is the Finance Architect, and I spend way too much time thinking about how ordinary people manage money. If you earn steadily but still feel stuck in this loop, always checking, always worrying, always calculating, relax. Let's share some helpful ideas together, and you can also subscribe to see more of this. Not because this is about working harder, but because what we're about to do is about working smarter in a way that actually sticks. And before we go any further, here's where this is headed. In a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to remove most of this effort entirely. Look, here's the thing most people won't tell you. Most people think their money problem is discipline. They think, if I could just budget harder, if I could just stop spending. But the reason you feel financially exhausted has almost nothing to do with willpower. It's that your money requires constant attention. Every bill, every transfer to savings, every decision to invest, every time you check whether you can afford dinner out. It all depends on you remembering, deciding, and executing perfectly every single time. And humans are biologically terrible at systems that demand constant, perfect attention. Our brains are built for patterns and big-picture thinking, not for being flawless, repetitive administrators of our own lives. This isn't just opinion. Decades of behavioral economics research and data analyzed by institutions like the Federal Reserve show that most households don't struggle because they're irresponsible or lazy. They struggle because their financial setup is a high-friction system. It demands dozens, sometimes hundreds of micro-decisions every month, and every single decision is a place where life can interfere. This isn't about being bad with money. It's about being human in a system designed for machines. Let's make this visual. Say you earn $4,000 a month after taxes. That's a realistic number for many people. If nothing is automated, here's what your brain manages manually: rent or mortgage, utilities, credit card payment, deciding to save, actually moving money, car insurance, subscriptions you forgot existed. And that's not groceries, not gas, not medical expenses, not birthdays, not the quiet guilt of asking, "Can I buy this coffee?" Each one of these isn't just a task, it's friction. Here's what friction actually does. It takes things that should be easy and quietly makes them heavier. In physics, friction turns motion into heat. In real life, it turns income and good intentions into stress, delays, and stuff that just doesn't happen. Not all at once, slowly. Think about your computer for a second. If every time you changed a document, you had to click Save As, pick a folder, rename the file, every single time, you'd lose work. Not because you're careless, because the system expects perfection. Most people's finances work exactly like that. And this is where it shows up. It's a Wednesday night, you're tired, your phone buzzes, credit card bill due. You've got the money, but paying it means logging in, finding the password, checking the balance, making sure it went through. Maybe you do it, or maybe you think, "I'll handle it later," and swipe the notification away. And later turns into tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into a fee. Not because you're irresponsible, because friction won. Now stretch that across every bill, every transfer, every "I'll deal with it later." That's the mental tax people don't account for. And right about here, some of you are already pushing back. "I don't make that much. My finances are more complicated. I have debt. This doesn't apply to me." And that's fair. But this isn't about amounts. This video isn't telling you to save a specific number. This is about removing the decision to save. Whether it's $20 or $500, the mental effort is the same. The friction is identical. Behavioral science is clear on this. The less you have to think about a positive behavior, the more consistently it happens.
Better outcomes don't come from willpower. They come from designing defaults. So we stop trying to be disciplined superheroes. Instead, we build a system where doing the right thing requires no thinking at all. This is what I mean by a financial autopilot. And no, this is not an app, not a trick, not a secret account, just a default. We're using regular bank accounts and free automation on purpose. It's boring, and that's why it works. If you want a starting point that doesn't require overthinking, start with these three. This is the smallest system that actually works.
Step 1. Create a container. Open one separate savings account. That's it. Name it whatever you want. Autopilot, Do Not Touch, Future Me. The rule is simple. This account is not for daily spending. When you open your bank app, you should see it sitting there, separate and untouched. That visual boundary matters. Once money is separated, your brain treats it differently. It's no longer available. It has a job. Step 2, program one routine. Set one automatic transfer from checking to that savings account, scheduled for the same day your income arrives. No reminders, no decisions. The amount doesn't matter. $20, $50, 1% of your income. The goal isn't heroics, it's automation. Once it's set, it works quietly on every paycheck without you thinking about it again. Step 3. Write the one law rule. One sentence. Money in this account is for future me. It's not for daily spending. That's it. This rule turns a suggestion into a boundary. When temptation shows up later, the decision has already been made by a calmer, smarter version of you. If you do these three things, something subtle changes. You stop checking your account every day. You stop doing mental math in the grocery aisle. You stop feeling guilty about spending because saving already happened. That mental space is the real payoff, and over time, it compounds. This autopilot isn't about getting rich fast. It's about making progress quiet, automatic, and sustainable. Before investing, before debt strategies, before optimization, you need this foundation. I've linked a one-page checklist below to help you set this up without overthinking. No email, no upsell. If this approach makes sense, like the video so YouTube shows it to others stuck in the same loop. Subscribe if you want to build the next layer: automated bills, smarter defaults, and long-term financial architecture. I'm the Finance Architect. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next build.